Trying to get Facebook and YouTube set up. There it is. Peace. How y'all feeling? Good morning. 3:30 a.m.-ish. Again, 3:32 to be exact. Back on the porch. And okay, Facebook want to act up, but that's all good. We back on the porch again. We're gonna keep on rolling. 3:30 a.m.-ish on the porch with Coach Bey. I appreciate you coming through. Hopefully you're making the best of your Friday. I'm making the best of my Friday early in the morning. And today it's foggy outside, which is interesting because yesterday it was raining and now today it's foggy. And it's funny, you know how it is in the fog, right? What happens in the fog if you're driving or if you're trying to drive, things are unclear. And many times we kind of drive through life unclear, foggy. I equate a lot to basketball, and it got me thinking about game plans this morning. And I equate a lot to basketball. So I want you to think about your favorite team, or maybe you're on a team. And I want you to imagine for a moment, biggest game of the season. Everybody's watching. Mama in the crowd, the girl in the crowd, the homies in the crowd. Biggest game of the season. And it's coming down to the crunch time, right? Things are coming down to the end of the game. The other team has the basketball. You're down by 2 points. You need the ball, right? And in a moment, it flicks on. They have the ball. They're trying to run it out, counting down, and you jump the pass. You steal the ball, get your fingers on the ball. You steal the basketball. You jump on top of it. Timeout. Go into the huddle. Down by 2 now. You need a bucket. When you come out of that huddle, you do not come out of that huddle, put your hands in with your teammates and say, 1, 2, 3, we're going to just figure it out. No, you have a game plan. Good morning. You got a game plan. And you have to have a clear game plan for what it is that you want to do. It's not going to just happen because people like you and you're pretty and you're nice, or you can put the basketball to the hole. When you come out of that timeout with one possession left, you have a very clear game plan for what you're going to do. So the same thing for you. You have to have a game plan for what you want to do. You got a big dream. That's awesome. You got a goal. Hopefully it's a clear, specific goal. But what's the game plan? What's the play? What are the specifics around what you're going to do? Because if not, you just running around out there. It's a game plan. Hopefully you have a game plan. And if not, think about it. It's like it's foggy outside. You want to go into that last possession clear. It's nothing like getting to your car driving with a clear vision of where you're going and how you're going to get there. So I encourage you to think about not only where you're going, but how are you going to get there? What play are you running? You know, many times in life we just move it. I was just thinking about I was going to a store the other day, and this young man who was trying to help me, or I thought he was trying to help me, he could tell he just didn't want to be there. Right? He was in a space where he didn't want to be. He was just there. Are you just there? Are you just operating every day on autopilot? Because a lot of times when we don't have the specific thing that we're moving towards, or the specific goal that we're moving in that direction of, when we don't have a game plan, just going. Today is Friday, and many of us get into the space where Friday it's a wonderful day, don't get me wrong, but sometimes when you're just going and you're just looking forward to Friday, a lot of times you're in a spot where you really don't want to be. in a place that you really don't want to be. You're just on autopilot. Happy Friday. Thank God it's Friday, right? Yeah, well, I'm happy it's another day, not necessarily just Friday. Because on the flip side of Friday, you get Saturday and Sunday, and then you hit Monday, and you're like, oh man, ooh, I don't want to go to work. Because you're just on autopilot, just rolling. You just going. Hey, what's happening? You just rolling in a spot where you just don't enjoy what you're actually doing. So, it's early in the morning, and it and I go back to this again. When you are doing the things that you want to do, it's never like work. It's never a strain. Right? It's 3:38 a.m. People think I'm weird and crazy for getting up this early in the morning. And I got a couple people here with me, but it's because I enjoy what I'm doing. I can't wait to go and get back to work. Are you enjoying what you're doing? Are you enjoying your life? You don't have 1,000 years to live. What are you going to do with the moments that you have? Are you just going to roll through them on autopilot, driving in fog? Or are you going to love those moments, driving clearly with vision in the direction that you want to go, despite whatever problems and circumstances and issues and challenges that you have? Because that stuff is going to be there regardless. There's no getting around it. So think about it. Take some intentional time to think about it. We take intentional time to do all kinds of things. We put together a game plan every single day. You have a game plan for something. You work on a game plan in some way. You're working on a game plan every single day. When you get up, you want to make sure the hair is right, right? Before you go out, you're making sure you don't got nothing hanging out your nose. Every single day, you got a game plan. You got a game plan for the post that you're going to put up. You got a game plan for how you're going to maybe get next to that special little person. You got a game plan for that last second shot, the last possession. But for some reason, the biggest game of our lives, which is our lives, we don't have a game plan for it. And look, I get it. I've been there because we didn't. In many times, in many cases, we're socialized not to even think in that way. Right? You just get up, it's 9 to 5, go to work, and come back home and eat a little dinner, watch a little TV, go to sleep, get up the next day and do the same thing. If you have kids, you put those kids into that little plan. But there's a different way. There's a different space. There's a different way to operate around the thing that you love. It almost feels crazy to think in that way because we haven't been taught to think in that way. So, man, that's what I want for your day. It is a happy Friday. I want you to enjoy your day. And just remember, you are a champion. Believe it. Design your life. I'm gone. I'm about to go have some fun at 3:41 in the morning. Peace, peace, peace. I'm gone.